Hey guys, it's Curtis Networks back with another speed testing video. Today we are at University Town Center, Granville, Morgantown area. We got an AT&T site here as well as Verizon there on the bottom. We also have T-Mobile right there on that lower site, and then the one over here we got US Cellular. There's also another site, believe, yeah, it's right there. That is the other AT&T site. AT&T's pretty dense in this area, so let's go ahead and give US Cellular a try here. Looks like we got a 62 millisecond ping, 13 millisecond jitter. It does not appear to be connecting to N77 for some reason. But nonetheless, pretty good speeds. 102 down, 62 millisecond ping, 13 millisecond jitter. Not too great there on the upload. Looks like about 8.15 there on the uplink. Let's go ahead and run it again, and let's see what they're running. Okay, so we got band 1210 megahertz and band 4820 megahertz is all we have right now. For some reason it's not connected to, I have a lot of issues with US Cellular wanting to connect to 5G for some reason, so this is no surprise, especially after you've like restarted the SIM card and stuff, so might just need to give it a minute. So this one, 76 millisecond ping, 8 millisecond jitter, 109 down. And looks like about 13. All right, going up about 15 there on the uplink. So it says, as you can see, it says 5G, but obviously it's just LTE. So let's just, actually, I was just give it a few minutes here, and we'll go ahead and do Verizon just to let it bake in there and see if it connects to 5G. So, okay, let's go ahead and do Verizon. It is 4:24 on a Monday afternoon, so gonna have a little bit of congestion. Students are not here, so just yet, so we're not gonna have the congestion from them, but still gonna have a little bit of congestion since it's the time of day it is. So not bad here from Verizon. Not anything to write home about, but not bad. 36 millisecond ping, 7 millisecond jitter, 229 down. Sorry about me shaking the phone around there. 47.8 up, 36 ping, and then 7 on the jitter there. Okay, a little better here on this test, it looks like. Still not, US Cellular still does not want to connect to N77 for some reason or the other. On this one for Verizon, pretty good. They're at 34 millisecond ping, 7 millisecond jitter, 516 there on the downlink, and 49 on the uplink. They're pretty good. Run one more, and then try US Cellular again. I might even restart the phone actually, just to see if it will connect. I've had issues with US Cellular doing this in the past, so no surprise. Yeah, Verizon's not bad here. 362 down, 445.9 up, 36 ping, 6 jitter. So not bad there from Verizon. They do have some density problems around here still, but overall they're pretty good. Speed wise they're pretty good. They've got a lot of N77 deployed now, and they've tried to fix the density issue, but it seems to be pretty bad still. There's a few places around here that these really suck, so like over here in Star City's one place, it's 1 to 2 bars, very, very, very finicky. So, yeah. Okay, let's see here. Sorry about this, guys. Trying to get US Cellular switch over, but I guess that's not going to be a no-go. So I'll go ahead and switch that over to. I'll go ahead and switch that over to T-Mobile. We'll get them ready to go, and then I'll get you guys some AT&T action up here. Okay, so we got N77 here on AT&T. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and see what they're running. I hate this modem because it's kind of hard to tell what they're running, but nevertheless, band 66 10 megahertz, N77 40 megahertz, and then yeah, it doesn't look like anything else, but it's very hard to tell. Let me run that again. Like I said, not a big fan of the service mode on this modem on the new Z Flip 7 and 7740 megahertz. Okay, there's the 80, and then band 250 megahertz. Okay, so good bit of spectrum there for AT&T. Lots and lots and lots of market share around here, though. So, and a lot of backhaul increases needed. They're not the greatest on backhaul around here. They're a lot of 300 meg sites. Seems to be a lot of 300 meg backhaul sites around here, so it stinks, but it's just how it is, unfortunately. Okay, so 41 ping, 297 down, 18 up, 10 millisecond jitter. Let's go ahead and run it again. It appears that the S25 is getting a thermal throttle issue currently. I think that's why US Cellular was not connecting. T-Mobile's doing the same thing currently. It's not wanting to connect to 5G. Haven't really been having that issue lately, so I'm kind of surprised, but go ahead and put it on the vent here and see if that helps for a few minutes. But anyways, 40 ping, 1 jitter, 247 down, 22.3 there on the uplink. Go ahead and run it again. It is kind of hot outside. Truck says 95 degrees actually, so it's these phones certainly have issues with thermal throttling when it comes to this kind of weather. So 37 ping, 9 jitter, 304 on the downlink, and about 25 there on the uplink. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm gonna see. Yeah, for some reason this Samsung wants to. It's wanting to use LTE only, which LTE only here is awful. Okay, that's better. Okay, but anyways, we'll go ahead and run another one here on AT&T, and then call it good for them, and then we'll go ahead and do T-Mobile. Maybe some thermal throttling here. I don't know. It still says 5G plus, but can't really trust those logos sometimes, or it could be congestion. Guessing AT&T's got like 500 meg backhaul on some of these sites, but maybe gig, I don't know. try to get some other sites soon in town that have gig plus backhaul, and they're pretty decent. But nevertheless, 41 ping, 6 jitter, 89.8 down, 21.7 there on the upload. So pretty good there from AT&T. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can get T-Mobile going here. As you can see, pretty good stuff there from T-Mobile. We'll go ahead and see what they're running. Should be standalone. So yeah, we got N41 90 megahertz, N71 15 megahertz, N25 50 megahertz, and N41 at 100 megahertz. So pretty good amount of spectrum there for T-Mobile. And then I am out of sector on this site. I'm actually in a null right now. This site will actually pull well over a gig. It does have gig plus backhaul. So even though I'm in a null, pretty good stuff here. 688 down, 24 millisecond ping, 6 millisecond jitter, 84.2 there on the upload. And then this one, 22 ping, 5 jitter. $683 down. And 84.3 there on the upload. We'll go ahead and do another one. T-Mobile's latency here is definitely unbeaten. Like 17 millisecond ping, 3 millisecond jitter on this guy. 799 down. Very excited to see T-Mobile take over some of these US Cellular sites and see what they can do, because man, they really put out the bandwidth on some of these sites. Latency's great, downlink's great, uplink's great. The only complaint I still have about T-Mobile is seems like their indoor penetration is not as good as the others, but it's not bad. It still works, right? So in most cases, as long as they have the density, they're fine. But anyway, 799 down, 65.4 up, 17 ping, 3 on the jitter there. Okay, I'm gonna move the phone over here. Shouldn't make much of a difference, but you can kind of see the site, but it's actually worse here. Like I said, that sun, it could be hurting a little bit with thermal throttling on these phones, but 22 ping, 4 jitter, 631 down, and about 83.7 there on the upload. Okay, I believe that's it for this video. Appreciate you guys watching. Like, share, subscribe, follow me on X at Curtis Networks, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.